Okay, so these are the 5 things that I learned from starting a social media marketing agency. So here's the thing, a little background before I begin. I started my own marketing agency when I lost $3,000 in options trading in 24 hours. I realized that my typical 9-to-5 job was only gonna make me about $1,500 a month, right? And so I said, no, you know what, I could do a lot better than that. So I started this social media marketing agency. Within that first 2 months actually, I made $3,000 a month. And this is how I do it. This is what I learned from doing that, is that step number 1, you have to nail down your offering. If you have no idea what you're offering or what you're about, you're not gonna be able to execute on your positioning. So when you're thinking about your offering, you wanna focus on, okay, what is my niche? What can I offer to a potential client? What value can I provide so that I can execute on that offering and I can position myself into the market? So if you don't know, like, hey, let's say I own a gym and my sole purpose is to find people that want to get healthy and that want to work out and that want to change their lives, right? And so that's my focus, right? My offering is I provide you the materials, the equipment to be able to help that specific customer become more healthy and to be able to work out and eat right and provide those healthy habits. So that's what I mean about perfecting your offer and figuring out how can you execute on it. Okay, so now number 2, completely understand how to build a proper landing page. This is something that I've struggled with so much in so much detail, is because I didn't understand how to effectively create a landing page where I had a bunch of funnels throughout the website where people could click through, use the click through buttons and be able to see other content that I produce, other publicity that I've had, my Instagram pages, my Facebook pages, and all that. So when you're creating your landing page, have a bunch of backlinks that come all together so that your SEO, which is your search engine optimization, which means that you appear higher on search engine results, is 100% in key with what you're trying to accomplish. So for example, like on Squarespace where I create my website, all my backlinks and my SEO relate to Klout Marketing, social media marketing agency in Arizona, simplifying my marketing strategy. And I have all these backlinks that come together so that when somebody looks up Klout Marketing, it's number 1 on the page, right? Or when somebody looks up Marketing Agency Arizona, it's at least on that first page. Right now I only have that in Goodyear, Arizona, because that's my clientele. That's where that offering and positioning comes into play. Okay, number 3, have a content strategy for your personal brand as well. So when I market Klout Marketing, right, like I am branding the marketing agency on behalf of this beautiful face. And so that's what I'm doing when I'm positioning on step 3 is I'm marketing the business by making sure that my face is involved so that people know who I am and they can put the face to the brand. But you also want to be able to market yourself so that when your next kind of channel, your next business entrepreneurial endeavor comes about, you have some sort of following or you have some sort of backing about your individual personality, who you are as a person, what kinds of things you talk about, what do you know, what are you able to execute on. So recap so far, number 1, that's gonna be fine-tuning that offer. Number 2, effective landing page. Number 3, making sure that you're branding yourself. Okay, so step 4. Now, step 4 is really important, is that comes all down to your sales pitch. When I was first pitching to businesses, I was all over the place. I had no idea what my offer was. I wasn't really doing anything to make sure that they wanted to work with me, right? So in your sales pitch, here's what I want you to do. I want you to have a set of 5 questions when you come in. Have those 5 questions ready to roll so that you can understand the business. So like, okay, Mr. Business Owner, what is your offering? What is your typical customer avatar? What kinds of things do you do to currently attract business? How do you generate leads? What does your business really serve? And so when you're talking about those kinds of things, right, that's where you start to gauge interest in people, start to become interested in who you are as an individual, and they really feel like you care about their business. Because when you come in just trying to pitch right off the gate, you're not gonna win because you know nothing about their business, okay? And so that's gonna be your step 4. Step 5 is closing, right? So right now we're talking about offer, sales pitch, and then building your brand on social media platforms. But now we're gonna talk about closing. So this is my favorite closing tip of all time. And it goes like this. So if you're on some sort of business interview or some meeting or whatever, right? And they say, this happens all the time. They're like, Yeah, that's really great and all, but let me think about it. So you asked them the question, okay, that's fine, but what could we do right now, right here, to make sure that we get the business done? So now you put the ball on their court. You express that power that you are saying, look, like I gave you everything that I can provide value for, but what do you need out of me to make sure that we get the deal done? And so they love that question, right? Because they're like, maybe 50% off on my offerings. So boom, baby, there you go. You give them that 50% off if you feel like it's worth your time, and now you just picked up another client, right? So that's what I mean when you're building your social media marketing agency or you're building a business. Make sure you follow those 5 steps. They can be super helpful and really increasing your value. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed that. Follow me on my social media links, DM me, message me. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks, see you guys later.